On live now, and we're live, I would say. All right, I'll greet everybody. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the crossover match. We got MSU White playing against GVSUA. MSU is 2-0 on the day with wins over Davenport University and Grand Valley's B team. They look to capitalize here on another game to improve their seeding for the tournament. You're listening live to MCV TV with Clark Jocelyn. Greetings if you're joining us here on MCV TV as MSU White warms up to take on GVSUA here in a second. MSU is warming up first here to start the game, and GVSU will warm up next. Thank you for tuning in to MSU Men's Club Volleyball TV. Make sure you tell your friends about the stream we got going on here. Share the YouTube link. Share us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We got all that stuff. We see green players putting some balls down before the game gets headed up here. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Grand Valley gets set to warm up here. They've had a nice day so far as well. I believe they're 2-0 with wins over Calvin University and Ferris State earlier today.
They had a glass.
It's probably plexiglass. Davenport's got a nice facility over here. We're in a gym with 3 courts, glass surrounding, but not breakable by volleyballs apparently. Could be bulletproof. Hope you're enjoying my filling of air before we start the match here. GVSU has about a minute to serve. And then this game will get started here on MCB TV. Everybody say hi to Ervil as he walks by. Game's about to get started here. As you can see over here, MSU participating in their pre-game chat. Crossover.
Crossover.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the crossover game between MSU White and Grand Valley A. This should be a great matchup between two teams who have had a hot start to the day. MSU White started off 2-0, as I've said previously, with wins over Davenport and GVSU B. And GVSUA, on the other side, had wins against Calvin University and Ferris State to start their day. So this will be the battle of two undefeated teams going into bracket play. Back to set, because we have Chris Hanson. He's getting to start the serve. You see him on your left side of your screen there. He's dapped up by his libero, Nate Murphy, number 12. The other starters include number 88, Dylan Lanthier, playing outside. Deegan Moore, number 31, a freshman. 26, Dan Miller, the middle. And Christian Roberts, the right side for MSU White. We have a change of balls as Chris Hanson gets back to serve. He puts a ball in. Slide for GVSU, blocked by Deegan Moore, freshman from Michigan. Great way to start the game for MSU White here. The Spartans are going to continue rolling with Chris Hanson at serve. Hanson puts it up. That's a little far, out of bounds. They'll tie the game up at 1. MSU known for their scrappy play among all teams. They'll get the ball here, out of bounds as well. A couple service errors to start the game. Deegan Moore puts one in here over to GV. They're going to set the middle. A free ball picked up by Dan Miller. Chris scrambling to the back row with a Nate free ball. GV sets it to their outside on a double block. And point GVSU. I believe someone was in the net there. MSU getting ready to serve. Siding out has been an issue for them all day, as has service. Nate Murphy with a great pass off serve receive, put down by Dan Miller. Tell him where you're from, big fella. You're from Texas, and you get kills. Dan Miller will now be back to serve. 3-2 Spartans. Dan Miller puts the ball in. He'll assume his spot. Middle attempt blocked by Arnold Kimmin. Grand Valley's going to free ball it over, picked up by Dan Miller. They're going to run the middle again. He hits high hands and he scores. Arnold Kimmin, the freshman out of Florida, with the kill. 2-4 Spartans. Dan Miller back to serve his second straight to the Lakers. He puts the ball in short. Service errors rearing their ugly head once again for the Spartans as they get back to receive. If they get a good pass here, they'll probably go to their middle Arnold. He's been solid all day. Dylan Lanthier with the pass over to Christian Roberts, who hits it just out of bounds. Had the gap there, but just swung a little high and out of bounds. He'll get another chance to correct on that error right here. Deegan Moore bodies the ball, picked back up by Christian, and free balled over by Dylan Lanthier. Set to the right side, picked up, but not playable by Nate Murphy. Score for GVSU.
Let's go, boys!
GVSU on a 2 service run of 2 as they put the ball in. Dylan Lanthier gets Chris in system. He gets up into the net, unfortunately. A hitting error for the Spartans. An uncharacteristic error from Dylan Lanthier. On the hitting side, great pass to the middle. Blocked, picked up by the libero, Nate Murphy, back outside, and down. Tell him what your name is, big fella.
What you doing?
Great swing there from Dylan Lanthier. Gives service to Ryan Giesler, also known as Goose. If you notice, he has a little lapel mic on him. We have him mic'd up for this game. So he puts the ball over. Swing right through the gap, unable to be picked up by Deegan Moore on that one. There's just a slight gap between the outside Dylan Lanthier and the middle Arnold Kimmon. That GVSU fit right through there, and unfortunately got the kill. A short serve to Lanthier, who uses his hands. Quick ball over to Arnold Kimmon. Overpass swung on by Dylan Lanthier for another kill. He's having a day. Overpass taken by Kimmon, blocked by GVSU, picked up by Roberts. A floppy ball over the net by Deegan Moore. Ball down line, picked up by Nate Murphy high. Geese brings it back over to be free-balled by Moore. The setter tries to dump, but he puts it way too high. A set from Nate Murphy to Braden Roberts for the kill. He finds the corner. This MSU team is cooking on all cylinders right now. A great up there by the libero, Nate Murphy, to keep that ball in play. It's a tough ball down line, but he was able to handle it. Lanthier puts another ball in to the middle. Ooh, almost picked up by Nate Murphy, but unable to. They'll get a chance to side out here after the GVSU point. It is going to be 8-7 in favor of the Lakers so far. One-handed set there from Giesler, put over by Roberts. A double block is up, and it's off the double block for a GVSU kill. Nice use of the block there by GVSU's outside to create a tool and get the point. MSU prepares for service seat. That ball lands right in bounds, in between the seams for GVSU. Must have been a miscommunication there in the back row between libero Nate and outside Deegan. The ball was hit into the seam, so it's tough to know whose ball it is unless you're talking. Ball, another ball inbounds. For GVSU, they're doing cartwheels and backflips and celebrating. I don't know if they know that it's only 11-7. A timeout for MSU ceases the momentum momentarily. Some early takeaways from this game. I think MSU has to get better at serve receive in order to stay in this. We see that GVSU has jumped out to a quick lead in the first set after some miscommunications in the back row on serve receive. You know that will be a point of emphasis for them going forward. MSU is a lot better when they're in system, or when the setter's on the net. Allows them to option off either their M1 Arnold Kimmon or their M2 Dan Miller. Both very high octane players at their level. MSU comes out of the huddle ready to play here. A little chat between Ryan Giesler and his middle Arnold Kimmon there, determining what run they're going to have. Serve comes in for the Lakers high and on the net for Goose. And an error on the free ball over by Deegan. That'll be point GVSU. Balls like that you just have to put over, any way you can. You just cannot let that ball drop. I think he knows that, and he's probably a little disappointed with himself. Ball in. Let out of bounds by Deegan Moore. The line judge hesitated on that one, but ultimately made the right call. Nate Murphy back serving for Arnold Kimmon as number 26 Dan Miller enters the game. Dan has been an impact player so far in this one. As Murphy puts the ball over. Picked up by Dan. Deegan with a high swing, looking for a spot there. GVSU picks up. Unable to be picked up by Dylan Lanthier on the outside there at middle back. Serve here from Grand Valley. Picked up by Dylan Lanthier. A 3. Great swing from Deegan Moore for the kill. Now that's how you play, fellas. A great combination of plays there from MSU White, MSU Spartans. First the pass off the jump serve by Dylan Lanthier, then the set from Goose over to Deegan for the kill. As Chris Hanson's back in the game, he serves. GVSU tips, picked up by the setter, Hanson. Back to Deegan, he rolls it. Picked up by GVSU's lip. Oh! And the GVSU setter goes it over on 2 for the kill. That is something you got to look out for when your setter is front row. Got to watch those over on 2 balls. The setter for GVSU will now go back to serve. Hill jump serve, short into the net. Deegan Moore back to serve. He puts it deep. GVSU has a little trouble handling it. A double block put up just through the hands of Christian Robert. A nice play there by GVSU's outside to side out and get his team back the ball. It'll be 15-10 GVSU. Back to serve here is the outside. He puts a spinning ball towards Lanthier, but Lanthier lets it go, and it is out of bounds. Dan Miller comes, picks up his ball for service, as we see Arnold Kimmon re-enter the game here. Miller went on a service run last game. It's quite impressive. He'll hope to recreate that. Picked up, but not great by the GVSU lib, and Dan Miller tries a libero impression of his own, but he's unsuccessful as GVSU gets the kill, 16-11. Picked up by Nate Murphy. Over by Deegan. With a back row kill for Deegan Moore. A great swing and a great setup there by Chris Hanson. What's up? They got it backwards. Goose over with the ball. Waiting on a great dig by Ryan Giesler. Arnold Kimmon puts it over on 3. GVSU back to the outside. A big block set up by Kimmon and Roberts. Unable to put it down, though. As a kill on the overpass from GVSU. That'll make it 17-12. MSU with a lot of room to improve here in the latter part of this set. As I've said before, their main concern should be serve receive. Nate Murphy unable to handle serve. And that'll result in the ace for GVSU as they do their wheeling celebration.
Hey, let's go, Nate. Pick it up right here. Come on.
Serve short by GVSU results in a free point for Michigan State. Dylan Lanthier with the serve. A back set from GVSU, probably a double, although it is uncalled. Lands in the net. That'll be another point for MSU. There's a discrepancy here as to what is going on. And we're back after a difference in score. We have 14-18. Lanthier, after the scorekeepers ice him, unfortunately misses the serve.
Hey, let's go, boys. Come on.
GVSU back to serve here as Lanthier, Strasbaugh, and Moore wait for it. It heads in Moore's direction, but he lets it out of bounds. Another point for the Spartans on a missed serve from GVSU. Back to serve, Arnold Kimmin. No, I lied. That's going to be Nate Murphy back to serve as Dan Miller re-enters the game. A good stretch there by junior libero Quinn Strasbaugh as Murphy puts a ball over. Unfortunately, Deegan Moore tries to hit the overpass and he is blocked. That'll be a point for GVSU.
Hey, let's go. Come on, boys. Pick it up.
2015 as MSU starts to feel the pressure here as they only have 5 points to correct. A good jump serve from Grand Valley is unable to be picked up by Lanthier on serve receipt, and that'll be an ace. 21-15. For GVSU, it's a race to 4. We are here live with MCV TV. And we're back as both teams break huddle and get ready for the end of this first set here. Looks that MSU is set up in serve rotation 3 here, serve receive 3. As a hybrid serve from GVSU is passed perfectly by Moore, who swings and uses the net to his advantage as he gets the kill there. That's a much needed point for MSU. Back into serve is setter Chris Hanson. Trouble with the serve GVSU has. Oh, Lanthier tries to pick up an overpass, but is unsuccessful. Right there, MSU needs to put up a block when they realize that they have an overpass. If they don't, what results is what happened right there. GVSU back to serve, handled by Moore. Back to Moore, who rolls it, picked up by Grand Valley's libero. Dug by Lanthier. Free ball set from Hanson, put over by Moore. And again, GVSU's outside puts the ball down. Serve picked up by Quinn. Right to the middle, Dan Miller, who swings long, out of bounds. Point for GVSU. It'll be game point, their first. MSU rooting on their players on the sidelines. And an ace. GVSU ends the first set. GVSU 25, MSU 16 as we head to the second set here. If you're just tuning in, MSU just lost the first set 16-25, and they'll get ready to play set 2 in a second. I'm Clark Johnson, and we're here with you live with MCV TV. Stay right there. Greetings and welcome back to MCV TV. We get ready for the second set here at Davenport University between MSU White and GVSUA. GVSU serves the ball over to Quinn Strasbaugh. Dylan Lanthier hits high hands as Michigan State sets up to receive the free ball, but it was unable to go over the net. It'll be a point for the Spartans to start this game off. As you see Chris Hanson stepping back to serve. Chris, a setter from Texas, originally from California. Puts the ball over. Dug by Grand Valley's Liv. Picked up. And Lanthier in the net. You can see that I went quiet there. I was fearing for the ankles and knees of players abroad. GVSU's outside back to serve. He serves a hybrid over to Quinn. Nice pass. Oh, wow. Lanthier off the block. Good choice by freshman setter Chris Hanson to send it back. I thought he was going to the middle. Just needs a little bit more to the pin so that Lanthier can put that ball down line. He was fortunately able to use high hands to get that ball over. Lanthier sets it short. And GVSU quickly sides out. MSU unable to put up a double block there. And GVSU reaps the rewards from that. 2-2. Service up. And picked up by Quinn Strasbaugh. A back one for Christian Roberts. What a play from the junior right side. MSU now barking in support of their players. Back to serve is Dan Miller. Handled roughly by GVSU. They're going to free ball it over. That'll be dug by Miller. And Arnold will put it over. Ooh. I like the aggressiveness by Lanthea there. Sometimes you got to recognize the set, though. Some questionable plays at the net there. It looked like Hanson was getting ready to set the ball when GVSU touched it, which would usually result in a violation and a point for the Spartans. However, we let play go on, and unfortunately, MSU did not get the point. Hanson to Arnold. Back to the middle. Arnold with a good block attempt, although he is unfortunately tooled between his arms. GVSU back to serve here. It's now 4-3. Picked up by Lanthea right at the net. Kimmin down with the kill. Assist from Hanson there on the 31. Great run there from Kimmin as he noticed that his man wasn't watching him. He ran not a traditional one ball, but a 31, which is still a fast-paced ball in between the middle and the outside. And he was able to put that ball down for the kill. Back to serve now is Ryan Giesler. As the MSU block is unsuccessful yet again to prevent an attack. MSU's block is what helped them win a few games earlier today and has traditionally been their strong suit all season. They'll need to pick that up in order to stay in this game and win, as GVSU puts a ball in the net. That's another way to win, is if the other team is just going to give you points. Back to serve is Deegan Moore. He'll pop it over, picked up by the libero. They try to run their own back one, but they are stopped dead in their tracks by Dylan Lanthea and Arnold Kimmin on the assisted block. Point Spartans. Deegan Moore serves it again. Overpass from Grand Valley sets up a free ball play for Michigan State. Lanthea gets blocked. A nice setup by GVSU there. They'll tie the game up at 6-6. Lanthea picks up the ball. Goose puts it back. A swing by Braden Roberts there. To the outside, a double block is set up, and Roberts is tooled there off a tip by the Grand Valley outside.
Just like this. You got him.
Jumper here from Grand Valley. Oh, off his middle's hand. And almost back to him. That's going to be a point for the Spartans there. Off the missed serve from Grand Valley. As I mentioned before, Grand Valley is going to have to cut down on the service errors to remain competitive in this set, as they were last set. Quinn Strasbaugh's serve is handled, unfortunately, with a miscommunication in the back row there between the MSU Spartan players, resulting in a Grand Valley kill. What we saw there was we saw Quinn Strasbaugh, the libero, was playing left back, attempt to go all the way to the right back and dig a ball. Serve picked up by Quinn Strasbaugh. Another one to Braden Roberts, Christian's brother, who had a one-back one earlier. But that ball is picked up by Grand Valley. They'll set up a free ball play for Michigan State. And Lanthea puts it down. Tell them who you are, young man.
Hey, great set, Ryan.
Chris Hanson back to serve. Gets the ball. A nice combo play there from Grand Valley to side out almost immediately. We got a highly contested game here. No service run has lasted more than 2 points for either team. Nice hybrid serve picked up by Quinn. Set over by Dylan Lanthier and unable to be put down there in the middle. That could have been called a double on Lanthier, although they didn't. They're letting the boys play today, which is nice. As MSU gets back to serve, they'll get ready to side out. And another service error for GVSU. It'll be 9-10 in favor of the Lakers, with Lanthier back to serve. He's been a nice surprise for the Spartans thus far, with a service error, unfortunately. Serve over, picked up by Strasbaugh. Roberts on the swing. He'll use the blockers offhand to get a kill there. Nice smart swing there by Christian Roberts to get the kill. Back to serve is Dan Miller. What's one more? Service in. Back to service, GVSU. The forward service put up, picked up by Deegan. He's got a little trouble with it, so that'll be free balled over by Quinn. He puts that high. And once again, they are not getting ready for that over on 2 from the setter. The setter was able to sense that the outside was not covering him. Turned and put a lefty swing on it. That'll be point GVSU. These MSU players just have to remember what rotation they're in and where they are on the court. Seemed to be a little confusion as to who was playing left back there between Strasbaugh and Moore. And a service error from GVSU puts them right back in it. Back in the game for the Spartans is Ryan Giesler. Picks a spot, goes for it. The center tries some fancy stuff, but is unable to. Nice back set there from Giesler as Braden Roberts puts that away off a deflection from GVSU. He's getting very excited. Very excited. He's a spark plug for this team, playing right side, along with his brother Christian. Giesler gets ready to serve again. Ball up, out, and put down. MSU's barrel quits. Strasbaugh. There's a split right there. Unfortunately, splits don't count as digs. Dylan Lanthier with almost there was almost a collision with the camera here. Rightfully so. I was scared a little bit, to be honest. And that'll be timeout MSU. GVSU starting to pull away here in the second set. White coach Keaton Edelman calls a timeout to stop the run, try to regather his team so they can side out and get right back in this game. We're here live with MCV TV. Welcome back here to Davenport University, where we are in the second set of the game between GVSUA and MSU White. GVSU took the first game, 25-16. This game considerably closer. And GV back to serve. A spinning serve is picked up by Lanthier. Free balled by Deegan Moore, but put over by Braden Robertson. An impressive athletic display. Now a ball put perfectly on the right sideline here. MSU unable to field it, and that'll result in another Grand Valley point.
Hey, let's go, push.
Quinn Strasbaugh picks up a ball. Oh, attempted to be picked up by GVSU with a free ball pass. That'll be out of bounds. MSU leaves it and scores their first point after the timeout. Back to serve is Deegan Moore, a freshman from Michigan, out of the west side of Michigan. He puts the ball over. Picked up pretty well by GV. A double block is put up, but Deegan puts it over. And out, unfortunately. He goes to the ground searching for answers. Junior libero Nate Murphy telling his teammates to let Grand Valley hit line. They have yet to do it this game. Ball picked up, overpassed by Lanthier. Picked up by Quinn Strasbaugh. And the ball perfectly placed by Arnold Kimmon. Off of the free ball, GV unable to handle it, and that will result in a Spartan point.
Open your mouth! I'm going to hit all of you! Talk!
The fans are getting riled up here. Set from Quinn Strasbaugh. And GV does exactly that. They gave him line, he went line, and he scored. Got to give that hitter credit on adjusting to the set that was given to him. Serve is up. Picked up by Strasbaugh. Attempted to be free ball over by Lanthier, but he is unsuccessful. The set was too low to handle for him. And then it was on another Grand Valley point. They're inching closer to 20 points, which we know is near the threshold of 25. The ball is barely put over, picked up by the setter, Ryan Giesler, overpassed, but then played over by Michigan State. Grand Valley attempts to put it back over. Ball batted out of bounds by Quinn Strasbaugh. It'll be 20-14 in Grand Valley's favor as MSU takes another timeout. Things are looking grim here. However, there's still a lot of points to go as Michigan can recover from this right after their timeout. Michigan State, I guess I should say. You got to wonder what's going on inside that huddle. Could we be talking about the blocking, the serve receiving, the overpasses, the sets? Could be anything. But I'm sure they will figure it out after the timeout. I'm Clark Johnson, and we're here with you live at MCV TV. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back after the timeout. We're here at Davenport University. Grand Valley serve picked up by Deegan Moore and put away by Dylan Lanthier. Great swing by the kid. And he'll get this Spartan team back within 5. Back to serve Chris Hanson. If anyone's going to put the Spartans on a run, it's Hanson. Earlier today, he went on a 9 or 10 point service run against Davenport University as he puts one over for Grand Valley. They have a little trouble with it. That'll be out of bounds. Another Spartan point. As I said, Spartans had a lot of time to make up for those lost points, and they are doing so here as they're only down 4. Hanson now back for his second serve. He'll put that over. The libero puts the setter out of position as a free ball is picked up by Moore. To the middle, Darren Miller puts it down. That's a man slam right there. Point, Spartans. Great decision again there from setter Chris Hanson as he goes on for his third service here. Set his middle, Dan Miller. Guessing that he was probably bigger than him, although Grand Valley quickly sides out and stops the bleeding. Grand Valley with a much needed side out there. They were giving up their once promising lead.
Let's go, get this one right here.
And now MSU looks to side out. And another ball in the net for Grand Valley. That'll give Dylan Lanthier a chance to make up some ground here. Only down by 3. He'll float it. A great serve, great spot. Free ball, but unable to be blocked by Christian Roberts. He seemed to be floating a little on that block towards the pin. Fans telling him to stop and jump up rather than jump while you're moving. Ball is out of bounds there on another Grand Valley service error. That's a lot of services. And MSU is still in this game. Unfortunately, MSU is prone to doing the same thing. Spartans have 2 points to make something happen here. As a short serve goes to Strasbaugh, he'll put his setter just on the 10-foot line. Out to Deegan Moore, who rolls it. His setter goes back row, a double block set up, touched by the Spartans. And then in the net was Arnold Kimmin. Arnold trying to make a play on the ball, went towards the net. Didn't have enough court awareness to stop himself before illegally letting himself into the net. Here's a GVSU serve. Picked up by Dylan Lanthier. That's going to be an out-of-system ball to Deegan Moore, who rolls it over. Picked up quite easily, but it's an overpass. Somebody netted. And they're just going to blindly call it on Michigan State. That'll be 25-19. That is a final score of 0 sets to 2 for Grand Valley A. We'll be back soon. And the Spartans are upset about that. Thank you for tuning in to MCV TV. We'll be right back. The stream will end, but it'll be right back. That's our producer, Irv. Thank you.